It's Fayette County Sports, presented in part by Early Learning Center, Epifano McDonald's of Fayette County and Jamestown, Jim Van Dyke's Automotive Center, Great Oaks Career Campuses, Kirk's Furniture, Liella Lanes and Amore Pizzeria, ProMedica Heartland Hospice, M&M Horsehair and M&M Fasteners, The Summers Funeral Home, Courthouse Manor and St. Catherine's Manor of Washington Courthouse. Thank you for watching Fayette County Sports on WCHC TV.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
And good evening, everyone, from Miami Trace High School. Welcome into our coverage of Fayette County Youth Sports. This is our second broadcast of the 2022-2023 year. And it's volleyball action. Yeah, we've got quite a number of volleyball games will be coming up between now and the early part of October. And this one will pit two FAC schools against each other. League opener for both, the Greenfield McClain Tigers and the Miami Trace Lady Panthers. Miami Trace comes into the contest with a record of 2 wins and 1 loss. A week ago Saturday, they beat Clark Southeastern by a 3-2 score. The varsity then beat Waverly a couple nights after that against the Tigers, winning 3-1. And then, of course, a week ago, or I should say last Thursday night, they took on a very tough Zane Trace team and went down to defeat there 0-3. Zane Trace is probably going to get state ranked when the first polls come out here in just a couple of weeks. They're just that good. Let's just put it that way. And, of course, the night before they beat Washington Courthouse, so they swept the two Fayette County schools in action. As we mentioned tonight, they're playing host to Greenfield, the first of 2 league games this week. They'll be back here on Thursday night playing host to Hillsboro. Meanwhile, for the Greenfield McClain Tigers, under head coach Taylor Alsop. Taylor, of course, in her 6th season, Blue Lion alumnus, and has done a really nice job with the McClain volleyball program over the last, as we mentioned, now in her 6th season. Her team came in second at the annual Spike and Dig tournament back on August 20th. That's where the 4 of the 5 Highland County schools go up against each other and play a little round robin. They play a semifinal. If you win, you go to the championship. If you lose, you go, of course, 3rd place. They beat White Oak 2-0, but then lost 2-1 to Hillsboro. So the Lady Indians won the championship in that tournament. Then they were off until last night when they played Western Brown, another good team in the Southeast District. Western Brown beat them 3-0, winning 25-18, 25-17, and 27-25. Greenfield will come into the contest. They lost, of course, 6 seniors from last year due to graduation. Some names you might remember from last year's squad: Iva Easter, Blake Bolinder, also Evelyn Van Zant, Abby Atkinson, Maddie Sykes, and Zoe Crabtree. Miami Trace, of course, graduated 4 from last year's squad: McKenna Casto, Kennedy Kelly, Laura Robinson, and Faith Morrison. Both teams do have at least one 4-year returner on their roster. For Greenfield McClain, it's senior Gracie Akins. And for Miami Trace, of course, seems like we have been calling her name a lot, Gracie Ferguson. This is our 4th year doing it, Dave. Yeah, I think every year we've done, we've called her name out, to say the least. She's a 5'10" senior, and she's the only one that has played all of her high school career on the varsity. There'll be some other 3-year players. We'll mention them through the broadcast, 2-year players. Also, we'll look ahead at some of the non-conference games coming up, so stay with us for that. We can tell you that the reserve game ended just a few minutes ago. Pretty exciting. Greenfield won the opener by a score of 25-22. And then Miami Trace came back and won set 2, 25-17. and then the clincher at 25-12. So the Lady Panthers reserves pick up a 2-1 set win tonight over Greenfield McClain. As we look at the teams as they're loosening up here moments before the start of tonight's contest, of course, Doug Mace, led the Lady Panthers a couple years ago to the FAC title last year. Chillicothe had an outstanding season. We'll be seeing Chillicothe a little bit later on this year as we talked about some of our future broadcasts. But Chillicothe's been struggling a little bit. They've lost some nice talent from last year's squad. So we'll kind of keep an eye. It could be wide open this year here in the AFC. As we mentioned, Greenfield has 7 of their 12 players that's on their rosters returning. As we already mentioned, Gracie Akins is a 4-year returner. They do have 3 young ladies that have played for 3 years, and that's senior Ava Beatty, also Hannah Crago, and also returning Lily Barnes, who's a junior at 5'8". And they have 3 2-year returners, sophomore Katie Cook, also Anna Eichenberry, and also Kyla Toney for Miami Trace. They have, as we already mentioned, Gracie Ferguson's a 4-year returner. 3-year returners for Coach Mace include Sophie Parsons, a senior at 6'2", and also Mary Pfeiffer, a 5'6" senior. And then there is 5 returners from last year's varsity squad playing their 2nd year, sophomore Sydney Carter. Also returning Addison Butts, a 5'11" sophomore, Avery Cottrell, a 5'3" senior, Sarah Dawson, a 5'9" senior, and Courtney Carter, a 5'8" senior. If you are familiar at all with the Southern Ohio Sports Authority website, before the season they did a preview of the top 30 players in Southeast Ohio to keep an eye on. They're not saying that they're going to be the best players, but they might have some of the most influence on how their team's success will be. And Courtney Carter from Miami Trace was named to that list. I believe she's like 23, 24, something like that. And one of the things they went on was the fact that she had 141 kills and 229 digs last year, which is very impressive figures to say the least. So we'll keep her in mind along with the rest of the Lady Panther team as well. All right, so both teams are taking their final 2 minutes here. We're going to take a little break as well. When we come back, we'll get things started. It's a best of 5, so the first team that wins 3 gets the win and the opener in the AFC on their record book. You're listening to Girls Volleyball Action, Fayette County Youth Sports, here on WCHC.
Hello, I'm Tara Ivers from Fayette County Early Learning Center, and we are now enrolling for several of our programs. We have a home-based program that serves pregnant moms through children age 3. We also have a center-based Head Start program that serves children in our program ages 3 to 5. We have a partnership with Fayette County, Highland County, and Clinton County, where we work with child care programs to enroll children 6 weeks to 3 in our center-based program. So please call us at 740-335-7282. We'll help you enroll. Thank you.
Epiphana McDonald's of Fayette County and Jamestown has openings for individuals looking to grow with one of the top companies in the world. Epiphana McDonald's now has available crew positions at our Jeffersonville location starting at $16 per hour. If you're looking for management opportunities, positions are available starting at $18 per hour. Benefits include school tuition assistance, free meals and uniform, paid training. Check out our McDonald's of Fayette County, Ohio Facebook page. Epiphana McDonald's. I'm loving it. Wondering what comes next after high school? At Laurel Oaks Career Campus, you can forge a successful career path. Start as a junior and graduate with opportunities in dental assistance, education, construction, healthcare, exercise science, and more. Earn a career certification and college credit. What comes next is up to you. Open up a world of possibilities and discover your greatness. Go to greatoaks.com to find out more. That's greatoaks.com.
And to Miami Trace High School for this evening's FAC Varsity Volleyball match between the visiting Tigers of McClain and our own Lady Panthers. Let's first meet our visiting participants.
Here's Athletic Director Aaron Hammond with the lineups.
2, Brenna Wright. 3, Reagan Weiscott. 9, Ava Beatty. 10, Anna Eichenberry. 11, Harley Peabody. 12, Gracie Bowers. 13, Ryan Butterball. 16, Hannah Prego. 21, Kylia Tony. 24, Gracie Akins. And number 26, Lily Barr. And now for the Lady Panthers. Number 1, Sydney Carter. 3, Cecilia Robinson. 4, Gracie Scholl. 5, Addison Butts. 6, Avery Cockrell. 8, Sarah Dawson. 11, Sophia Parsons. 12, Mary Piper. 13, Courtney Carter. 14, Warren Ferrens. 17, McKinley Kelly. 18, Caitlin Gardner. 19, Iris Schultz. And number 21, Gracie Ferguson. Good luck, ladies.
Well, I guess they introduced the whole roster, so that's okay. We'll find out who the starters are once they get lined up, right? All right, so it's Greenfield McClain against Miami Trace. Again, this will be the FAC opener for both teams for the 22-23 season. Chillicothe is at Washington Courthouse tonight. Hillsboro and Jackson wraps up the FAC schedule. Then Thursday night, as we already mentioned, Hillsboro plays here. And our next broadcast of volleyball, just in case you're interested, will be on Thursday, September 8th, when Wilmington will be here at Miami Trace. And I know folks kind of ask why we do a lot of volleyball. Well, we're close to the Wi-Fi, so that helps out a little bit. Didn't say it always works, but that's what we're trying to do, right, David? Technology, you gotta love it. Okay, it looks like it's going to be Sydney Carter, Avery Cottrell, Sophie Parsons, Mary Piper, McKinley Kelly, and Gracie Ferguson for the Panthers. Ryan Butterball, Gracie Akins, Katie Cook are three of the starters. We'll get the rest of them here in just a minute. Hannah Cargo is one of the other ones. Greenfield on the opening. Good block at the front net. And you got Parsons there at 6'2". And Miami Trace takes a 1-0 lead. Piper with the serve. on the back line, off the fingertips. And they're going to call violation on Miami Trace, so Greenfield will get the ball back in a 1-1 game. So Lily Barnes will be serving. Setting up, Parsons. Oh, nice little dunk there. And a kill, and 2-1 right away. Miami Trace regains the lead, and it's a 2-1 lead. Sarah Dawson now will come in, taking the place of Avery Cottrell. Ferguson with the hit. Nice dig there by Cook. Coming up down the left side and making a little push hit and getting it just inside the line was Gracie Akins for Greenfield McClain. So we're tied up at 2 apiece. Gracie Akins, make that Kylie Toney, the server, a sophomore. Hits it a little bit long, and Trace regains the lead at 3-2. So now it will be Parsons with the serve. Ooh, it's in. That just got inside that back corner. Good call by the line official. 4-2, Miami Trace with the lead. Parsons again. Serves it on the back line. Round the net action. Good push there. Saved by Ferguson. And official says it's going to go to Greenfield. As I said that Ferguson foot was on the out of bounds sideline. So it's 4-3, Miami Trace, Greenfield serving. Akins, one of the only 4-year starter for Greenfield that's back. Hit there by Piper. Trying to get a kill there on the front line. Addison Butts, and the ball is blocked. It's 4-4. Akins again with the serve. It goes over Kelly's head and goes on out of bounds. Point, Miami Trace. Quick substitution here. Lauren Farrens, a freshman, is now in the game for Piper. Kelly is out. And Cecilia Robinson, another freshman. Doug said, if I'm going to carry freshmen, they're going to play. That's exactly what he has done, is put the 2 freshmen in. That one's down the right line. It's in. That's an ace for Robinson. So give her an ace and makes it 6-4. Serves now to the right side. Good dig there by McClain. Battled around and, keeps it alive. Unfortunately goes out of bounds. But give credit there to Sydney Carter, a sophomore, for a nice dig to try to keep that ball in play, and Greenfield will get it back. So they've now cut the deficit back to 6-5. Quick substitution. McClain will bring in Hannah Crago right again back off the bench. It's a server. Little spin move to Butts down the left side. Now attacked in the middle by Greenfield. Again, another attack the left side by Ferrens. Greenfield with a turn. Good hit up by Ferguson. Dawson now back over to Ferrens. Here comes McClain on the volley. Good save there by Carter from going out. Oh! Good kill there by Addison Butts. She was one of our player of the games, if I remember right, last year, David. Sponsored by, of course, Epifana McDonald's, and we'll be naming a player of the game after this broadcast. 7-5, Miami Trace with the lead, and Sarah Dawson, one of the seniors on the roster, serves, and a little bit long, makes it now 7-6 in favor of Miami Trace. Dawson out. Cottrell back in. Serving, Katie Cook. Good dig there by the Panthers, keeping it alive and off the hands of Brenda Wright, a sophomore for Greenfield, and it goes out of bounds. So Miami Trace picks up the point. Going out again will be Carter. Coming back in will be Parsons. Served there by Addison Butts. Hit there. Good save there by Robinson. And fortunately, though, on the dig, it kind of went wide and right. And it's 8-7. Miami Trace with the lead. And serving will be Brenda Wright. Down the middle. Carter with the save. Now trying to get the kill and got it. Parsons with yet another one. And substitution again. 9-7 Miami Trace. McKinley Kelly is re-entered. Robinson's out. Serving's Pfeiffer. Oh, good hit there. And Katie Cook tried to get into the dig position, and the ball hit her wrist and went on out of bounds. So Pfeiffer picks up a point for Miami Trace. They take a 10-7 lead. And again, Cook having trouble with it. Again, hitting her hand and going out of bounds. So Pfeiffer right at there, picking up 2 quick serve points for Miami Trace. An 11-7 lead. Again, right back at Cook. Greenfield keeps it alive. Good dig there by the Panthers. Ball's hit up in the air. Here comes the volley. Barnes over to the left side. Trying to sneak it inside the line was Akins, and it hit the net. So Miami Trace, I believe, now with their biggest lead of the first set here, 12-7, David. David just shakes his head and plays the ads. And a good there. That's going to be another ace. And that will be by Pfeiffer. That will be the second ace for the Panthers. David says, that's why we pay you, Randy. You do the talking. There again. Cook struggling a little bit. They do keep the ball in play, though, the Tigers do. Getting it over, and good play there by Kelly, and it's now 14-7. Piper's on a roll here. Boy, I think that's about 4 straight points I think she's gotten, David. Ooh, yep. Young did it again. Every time I do a volleyball broadcast, whether it's Trace, Courthouse, or Fayette Christian, every time I talk about their serving points, they always end up getting a bad serve. That one just cleared the net. Ferguson, and we're going to have a whistle. And they're going to turn over there by McClain. 15-7. 15-8, excuse me. Dawson re-enters. Cottrell comes out. Served by Ferguson. McClain. Akins. Back to Ferguson. Dawson. Back to Ferguson. Down the line. Barnes trying to keep it alive. Ferguson. High in the air. They come to the left side. Kelly. Keeping the ball in play. Weiss cup now for Greenfield. Long hit, back line. Piper keeps it alive. Good play by Dawson. Keeping the volley going. Now to Barnes. Good dig there by Sydney Carter. Kelly comes right back with another hit and gets the point to Miami Trace. Reagan Weiskup was not able to come up with it cleanly. Miami Trace the point, and Greenfield will call timeout. Back in 30 seconds, 16-8, Miami Trace leads set 1 here on WCHC.
A new way to healthcare is here. ProMedica Home Health, formerly Heartland Hospice, works on enriching lives one patient at a time. With office locations at 208 North Fayette Street, Washington Courthouse, and in Circleville, ProMedica provides care wherever our patients call home. Our services serve a 7-county Central Ohio area. As a local home health and hospice provider, ProMedica is ready to offer 24 hours a day, 7 days a week service for your healthcare needs. Contact them at 866-498-6456. That's 866-498-6456. ProMedica Home Health, Washington Courthouse and Circleville.
Ferguson on the serve. McClain's nice save there. Keep it going, and then coming up on the front line, Miss Parsons with a El Slappo down-o on the kill there, 17-8.
I'm writing that one down too.
Huh?
I'm writing that one down too.
Yeah, you write that one down too. Yes. There's no telling what kind of words I'm going to be coming up with in play-by-play. Let me tell you, I had several the other night at Fayette Christian. Ball down the right side, up in the air. Good play by Weisskopf, comes up. Now here comes, nice play by Kelly on the left side, keeping it alive. And we're going to have a whistle, and there's going to be a violation on McClain at the net. 18-8, it is a 10-point lead by Miami Trace in set number 1. Ferguson with the serve. Weisskopf trying to keep the ball in play. Now it goes to Akins. Ferguson. Kelly, oh yeah! Nice kill there on the right corner. 19-8. My goodness. McKinley Kelly. Yeah. They had to go chase that one down the hallway. You're right. So McKinley Kelly has come up with some nice defensive plays here, David. So far in this first set. Cook trying to keep it alive. Now over to Akins. On the right side, Parsons bare slapped it and couldn't quite get a clean hit on it. Was Carter for Greenfield. So Miami Trace now up by double digits of 20-8. Their biggest lead of the game is Parsons. She didn't put a lot on that one, but it was enough to throw Greenfield off, and they weren't able to get a momentum going. Oh, that just barely clears the net, but who cares? You get a point out if you can save the serve. Ferguson, Dawson, into the net. Sarah went high for it, but unfortunately not high enough. 20-9 is your score. Thanks to all the folks tuning in to tonight's broadcast, and all of our thanks to our community supporters for presenting 22-23 Fayette County Youth Sports. Dawson, right side, tried to go with one hand, is able to save it after hit by Greenfield. Now they come back to this side, Ferguson to the right. Now here comes Akins again, ball's hit up in the air, and Miami Trace. Parsons, trying to get a block right at the net and not able to get it over was Anna Eckelberry, a sophomore. Got a feeling we're going to be saying that name for the next couple of years. Here comes Barnes. Now over to Piper back in the game. Kelly with tries left hand. Piper, nice save. Now to Ferguson, back to Piper. Now on the back line. Once again, here comes Barnes. Now over to Eichenberger. Now there's Ferguson. Oh, yeah, nice hit there by Butts. It came off the fingertips of Greenfield. 22-9 in favor of the Lady Panthers. Just 3 points away from winning set number 1 in this FAC opener. Sophia Parsons. Ball's up in the air. Here comes McClain. Whoa! They kept it alive, but unfortunately, Parsons was sneaking up from the back line. Butts, I think, got an arm on it, or Ferguson, and tried to keep the ball alive, and it went out of bounds. So 22-10 now. And Greenfield with the serve. Gracie Akins. One of 4 seniors on the Tigers roster. Butts goes up. Nice save there by Akins. Now we got a whistle. It's going to be a violation against Greenfield again. And quick substitution for both teams. Greenfield will bring back in Ava Beatty, a senior, number 9. And Lauren Ferens, young freshman, getting some action here. comes in for Kelly. Serving will be Robinson. Another of the freshman varsity players for Lady Panthers. And Miami Trace with a violation there, 23-11. Quick substitution, McClain. Hannah Crago. One of the team's servers will be doing exactly that. Right down the middle, Robinson. Here comes Butch, tries to go for the kill. Nice block at the net there by Anna Eckenberry. Good block and gets the point for McClain. It's 24-11. Miami Trace 1 point away from winning set one. There's the serve, back line. Good hit by Carter. Ball in play and comes off the hands of Greenfield after a nice hit there by Lauren Ferens. It goes out of bounds. I'll check that now. Now it's 24-12. Somebody messed up the score, gave Miami Trace 1 point too much. So now it's 24-12. Sarah Dawson just clears the net. Ball's in play. Hit by right of McClain. It goes out of bounds, and that gives Miami Trace, the varsity, the win in the first game by a score of 25-12. So some really outstanding play around the net area. Good serving there. As we mentioned before, Pfeiffer there had, four or five straight points. And some of the freshmen came off the bench and did a good job. McKinley Kelly did an excellent job around the net area, got some good kills, as did Ferguson, as also with a couple of the other players as well. So with that, it goes to Miami Trace, set one, 25-12. Set two coming up in about 90 seconds right here on WCHC.
M&M Fasteners has been supplying quality fasteners across the United States since 1996. M&M supplies our customers with all types of fasteners, from standard nuts and bolts to specials per your prints. M&M Fasteners is a complete fastener importer and distributor that can custom tailor our services to meet your customer needs. Whether it's one part or 1,000 parts to be customized for a special job, M&M can thread, turn, mill, drill, and weld parts to meet your specifications. For details, call us at 740-335-1641 or see us at our website at mmfast.com.
Do you have a warm heart and helpful hands? Make yourself at home as a member of our care team at Courthouse Manor and St. Catherine's Manor of Washington Courthouse. We are looking to grow our family of employees with dedicated STNAs, LPNs, and RNs. Contact us for more information or apply online today at courthousemanor.com or stcatherinescourthouse.com.
It's Vanessa Summers, and when my father opened Summers Funeral Home in 1991, my family promised that in the time of need, we would offer thoughtful, caring, and respectful services to those left behind in dealing with the pain and decision-making. Now, 30 years later, we still make it our commitment to you to treat everyone with the utmost professional care that we can provide. In your time of need, please remember we are here for you. Summers Funeral Home at 223 West Market Street, Washington Courthouse, Ohio, 43160, and please call us at 740-335-6078.
Well, we're just about 30 seconds away from set number two. Miami Trace winning set one, 25-12. Of course, after the game, we'll be announcing our star of the game, presented by your Epifano McDonald's restaurant. Dave and I will be talking and during the broadcast and trying to do the best we can, mostly stats from the top of the head, which is always dangerous, especially, at least my part, I don't have too much up there, David, so you're going to have to carry me a little bit, buddy. I wrote down like 8 names from that first set of girls that can be considered just the way they played. Serving-wise, Pfeiffer, around the net, you got Kelly, you got Ferens, you got Butch, you got Ferguson, you got Dawson, the freshmen came in. Ferens, Robinson, they both played well. So definitely a team effort here. We got Parsons, Ferguson. Parsons 11, Ferguson 21. 13 is Courtney Carter. 3 is Cecilia Robinson. Number 1 is Sydney Carter. And number 12 is Mary Pfeiffer. Greenfield, you got number 26, Lily Barnes. 13, Ryan Butterball. 21, Kylie Toney. Number 3, Reagan Weiskup. Number 1, Katie Cook. And 21, I think I got them all. There's the serves. We begin the second set. Comes off the hands of Piper, goes out of bounds, and it's 1-0 McClain. 24, Gracie Akins was the other player for Greenfield. All right. I thought at least once I better at least give them their uniform numbers so people kind of know who to look for here. There's another serve. Piper up in the air, gets it served down the line. Once again, that is to Courtney Carter. And trying to get the dig was Sydney Carter and couldn't quite come up with it. 2-0. McClain leads in set number 2 early. Barnes will be serving for McClain. High in the air. Carter to Butts. Back to Courtney. Carter, and it goes wide. 3-0 now Greenfield. So McClain up 3-0. Barnes on a little roll here. Good hit there by Sydney Carter to keep the ball alive. Piper. Oh, good dig again by Greenfield to keep the ball alive. Butts now over to Courtney Carter. High in the air. Here comes the attack by Greenfield. Nice save by Piper. Now over to Ferguson. Back to Piper down the middle. And once again is Katie Cook. Having some problems there getting a clean hit on the ball. Don't worry, she'll shake out of it. She's too good of a player. 3-1. Miami Trace finally gets a point off the Greenfield serve, and now they have the opportunity to do so. And that set out of bounds over by David, who's just itching to get the ball and go over and serve himself. But Dave, you got to stay here with me, okay? I need you to run those ads, bud, and keep us on the air. 3-2. Now it's 4-2. Greenfield gets a point off the serve. Tony serving for McClain. Up in the air. Trying to get the hit was Parsons. And hits the net. Checkout went over the net, 4-3. Parsons. Greenfield trying to keep the volley going into the net on that one. Now it's 4-4. Parson again will serve. And this time again, the old youngsters. Hex happens again. She serves it under the net. David says that's twice now that's happened. He's keeping count. 5-4, Greenfield with the lead. Akins with the serve. Ferguson. Good hit there by Sydney Carter. Good play there by Eichelberry for Greenfield. Hit, nice play there, getting it on the back line with the kill. Once again is Gracie Ferguson. 5'10" senior. Piper out, Kelly in. 5-5 score. Served by Courtney Carter and comes off McClain. I believe Beatty was the one that got a hand on it. 6-5 now in favor of Miami Trace. Set 2. Panthers won the first set. 25-12. Back line. Here comes the volley. Little push hit there by Eichelberry. Good save. Carter again came off the fingertips and tries to block it at the net. Unfortunately, not successful was Miami Trace on that. And so McClain will make a quick substitution, trailing 6-7. Hannah Cargo, a third-year returner. Good dig there by the younger Carter sister. And muffed return by McClain gives Miami Trace not only the point, but the ball back. 8-6. Sarah Dawson with the serve for the Lady Panthers. Right at the back line. McClain decides to try to volley. Carter to Ferguson, and Kelly got it off the fingertips of one of the McClain Tigers. That's a point for Miami Trace. Nine, 6. Dawson with the serve. I'll tell you, she just barely clears the net, folks, but she gets it over, and that's all that matters. Butts. No, nice kill there. Yes, sir, Bub. Addison Butts there. What did I say earlier? Smackadoozy or what, or something like that? Smackadoozy or whatever. Whatever it was at work, it's 10-6. Dawson. Backline hit there. Beatty keeps it alive. Now the Eichelberry, and it's hit out of bounds. And Miami Trace takes a 5-point lead, 11-6, and, well, Greenfield calls a quick timeout. Coach Alsop will take a 30 as well. Miami Trace leads in set 2, 11-6, as you're watching Fayette County Youth Sports here on WCHC.
Hi, my name is Olivia Pryor, and I'm from Fayette County Early Learning Center. We are now currently enrolling for our Head Start, Early Head Start, and Child Care Partnership programs. We have programs for pregnant moms and children from birth to 3, children from 3 to 5, and then we also have an existing Child Care Partnership where we meet with and work with child care programs and serve children from 6 weeks to 3 years old. If you're interested in enrolling, please stop by and see us or give us a call at 740-335-7282, and we hope to hear from you soon.
Miami Trace with a lead of 11-6. They already won set 1. They're leading set number 2. It's a best of 5. Sarah Dawson doing the serving for the Lady Panthers. Back line. Oh, blocked right at the net by Kelly. And then Greenfield gets it over, and Butts tried to get a kill. And we'll get the block. Unfortunately, it went back into the net on the return by Greenfield. Butts tried to get the kill on the second time and didn't work. So that makes it 11-7, and Katie Cook will be serving and picks up the point for McClain. 11-8. Robinson, number 3, a freshman for Miami Trace now in the game for Dawson. Speaking of Dawson, oh, nice little play there by Gracie Ferguson. One-handed David back to the net, put it up with the right hand and just smacked at it. 12-8. I'll bring up Addison Butts, sophomore, 2-year player for the varsity. Ball's high in the air and goes over by the scorer's table. So point Miami Trace, 12-8. They lead by 4. That one will go out of bounds on the serve. That puts it now 12-9 in favor of Miami Trace, and the ball will be served by Brenda Wright, a sophomore for McClain. Unfortunately for her, that opportunity didn't last long. Hits it into the net. She quickly will go back to the bench, and Ryan Butterball, number 13 for McClain, will enter the game. Kelly comes back out. Piper will come in. She's one of the designated servers. Hits it. Nice hit there. on the front line. Good hit there by Barnes, keep it alive. Now over to Carter, to Parsons. McClain trying to get the volley continuing, and it goes out of bounds. Miami Trace will get the point. Right now, McClain is really struggling with the volleys. They just can't keep the ball alive too long. Well, Miami Trace is doing a pretty good job of getting the ball in on serves. And there's another one goes out of bounds. Makes it 16-9. Pfeiffer again with the serve. Long hit, back line. Saved by Tony. Unfortunately, she hits it wide right, almost near where we're broadcasting from. Makes it 17-9. They got us set up where they usually have the basketball table set up. Everybody else is on the visitor side. Good hit there to keep it alive is Butterball. And then Lady Panthers cannot keep the ball alive on the volley. And it gives a point to McClain. Makes it 17-10 in favor of the Lady Panthers. Lily Barnes, junior, server, an outside hitter. Carter. Oh, nice little hit there by Ferguson. McClain's able to keep it driving, hit it right in between where they aren't. It's not good English, but that's what happened. Nobody from Trace was standing there. I could have said ain't, but then I'd probably got in trouble, right? Good save there by Robinson. And trying to go for the kill is Courtney Carter, 5'8" senior, and well, she didn't quite get enough arch on it. Hits it into the net. It's 17-12. Greenfield cut the lead down to 5. That around Courtney Carter now gets it across the net. McClain comes. Oh, another attempt at the block at the net. A beautiful play there by Tony, getting it in between Parsons and Carter. And got another point, and now Greenfield's back to within 4. Tony doing a nice job serving. And we're going to have a whistle as a violation called on Miami Trace once again. And now, at one time, I think Miami Trace was up by 7. Now their lead's been cut to 3. Barnes, Pfeiffer, Carter keeps it alive. Now to Akins. Over to Barnes, back to Akins, and he hits it and gets it inside the line on the left side. And now McClain is drawn to within 2 points. Coach May says, I think I want me a timeout. We're going to take one as well. Miami Trace leads 17-15. You're listening to Fayette County Youth Sports on WCHC. Yep, every time I see that ad, I just want to just bounce my head, you know. Well, right now, Greenfield's been bouncing back to get into this game, and they've done so. They're down by 2 at 17-15. Panthers trying to get a 2-0 set lead, but have struggled here as the serve off of Lily Barnes for McClain. Pfeiffer up in the air to Carter. Now over to Robinson. Deep volley hit to Butterball and then blocked beautifully at the net. Give that to Ferguson. That makes it now 18-15, so that stops that run by McClain. Robinson out. Dawson back in for the Lady Panthers. Greenfield on the attack. Tony gets it over. Now Parsons. Little give and go back between Tony and Parsons. Another block attempt. Ball hit off Ferguson, goes out of bounds. 18-16. McClain back to within 2. Hanging around. And McClain will serve, and Kylie Toney, sophomore. Kylie with the serve. Piper, and unfortunately, Mary, I think, wanted to kind of hit it off her palms a little bit, and instead it hit like the wrist and went down instead of up. And now Greenfield's down to within 1 point. There's the serve. It's over the net. It still can be played. And a nice block, but unfortunately coming up for Greenfield, that being Eichelberry, and hits it out of bounds. So McClain had a chance to tie it. Now find themselves down by 2 after hitting it wide. Parsons out. Sydney Carter serving. Cook. Here comes the volley. Here comes Barnes. Over to Eichelberry. Dawson. Nice little push hit by Butts. Now the ball's up and again. McClain, and oh! Trying to get the dig on the back line was Carter and couldn't quite get to it. Coach Mace talking to his team. I don't think they had a good rotation on that volley there. And it's now 19-18. McClain back within 1. Carter, and that one's in the net. We're tied up at 19-19. I'm thinking it was like 16-10 or 16-9 or something like that, David, there at one time. So McClain has come back all the way and tied it up. Carter, oh, good hit and block and kill with the fingertips by Brenda Wright. And she just stood there and got the ball, beautifully positioned. And Greenfield, I believe this is their first, or one of their first leads of this second set. I think they may have been ahead early, like 2-1 or something like that. Carter, but she duckaroozy that one on that one. Quick substitution. Kelly in, Piper out. Greenfield, Aikens out. Beatty's in. Carter, Courtney that is, with the serve. And trying to come up the dig and not able to do so successfully is Gracie Ferguson, and McClain has regained the lead at 21-20. So Lady Tigers are not going away, battling Miami Trace here. Hannah Cargo with the serve. Ball's hit off the hands of Carter and goes out of bounds. Point Greenfield. It's 22-20 McClain. About halfway through the set, I don't think anyone saw this coming, did they? Well, whatever it is, Coach Mace again has called a timeout, his second. Quick 30-second break, 22-20. Greenfield leads here in set 2 on WCHC.
Sometimes it seems like it's hard to decide on a technician that you can trust with your vehicle transportation service needs. That's why since 2001, customers from Washington Courthouse and the surrounding area have made Jim Van Dyke's Automotive Center, 2247 U.S. Route 22 Southwest, their smart choice in auto repair service needs. Jim, Marlene, and Ray Van Dyke offer customers a professional, trained, and certified staff that can handle your vehicle needs. Jim Van Dyke's Automotive Center staff can do it all, including transmission, brakes, tires, and alignments. They also offer a free 30-point inspection to detect any potential service needs. They can work on both domestic and foreign vehicles. Call for an appointment at 740-335-2000. That's 740-335-2000. Or for more information, go to jimvandyke.com.
And a Crago on the long serve goes over the line and gives Miami Trace a point. So now it's 22-21. And serving will be Robinson for Miami Trace. Eichelberger. It's Miami Trace now trying to return the volley. Barnes over to Wright. Here comes Miami Trace. Well, good little off-speed hit there by Butts. Now to Kelly, off the hands of Greenfield, out of bounds. McKinley Kelly with yet another good defensive play. 22-22. Player 25 got to win by 2 points. So Miami Trace battling back after having a big lead. Comes to the right side, and good point there by McClain as Eichelberry slipped behind Crago, who was setting up and got a little hit shot just inside the right line and put him ahead, and then a bad serve there by McClain. We're back to 23-23. Butts with the serve. High in the air, McClain. Good hit. Not too good of a return. As Tony got a good hit there, and Carter kind of able not to come up with it cleanly. And now Miami Trace facing a loss here, but McClain, they're facing a win. They could tie this up at 1 apiece with this serve. I think you get the point. Right. Carter. Oh, good block at the net. Keeping it alive. Parsons, and not able to come up with it cleanly, is Right. Hits it out. We're 24-24. Quickly, Pfeiffer comes in. Kelly goes out. Greenfield. Wright goes out. And I believe it's Cook, number 1's back in. Pfeiffer serves. Now Greenfield wants a timeout. Let's just keep it here, David. 24-24, set number 2. Again, this will be the first of many volleyball games we'll be doing this year here on the Fayette County Youth Sports. Our next broadcast will be Thursday, the 8th of September, with Wilmington at Miami Trace. Now, that night, there's scheduled to be a freshman game. That's why we had previously announced we wouldn't be on there until 7:15, and then we found out at the last minute that there was no freshman game. So that's why our things kind of run a little ahead of schedule. But Wilmington at Miami Trace, Thursday the 8th, we'll broadcast that game. Then we'll get our first chance seeing Coach Diatley's Washington Courthouse Lady Lions playing host to Logan Elm on Monday the 12th of September. And so keep that in mind. And then we'll also see Logan Elm on the 24th out here at Miami Trace. And those are just a couple of the games we still got coming up. All right, we're back to action, 24-24. Mary Piper. And that one comes off the fist of Crago and goes out of bounds. And it's now 25-24, so just a few seconds ago we were saying Greenfield's 1 point away. Now it's Miami Trace's 1 point away. Boy, what a turnaround this would be, especially if you're Miami Trace. Pfeiffer serves down the middle. There's the setup on the front line. Good block, Miami Trace. They're keeping the ball alive. Cook gets it across the net. Parsons, nice block, front line once again by McClain. Carter trying to keep the ball alive, and Greenfield can't do it, and a point for Miami Trace and the win. Miami Trace wins set number 2, 26-24. So it was 24-23. No, it was 24-24. No, it was 24-23. Miami Trace tied it up at 24-24 and then scored the next 2 points. So they basically grabbed defeat out of the jaws, or victory out of the jaws of defeat. That's it. There you go. David says, keep going, Young. You're going to get yourself out of the hole yet. So 26-24, Miami Trace leads at 2-0. They could go for the sweep. We'll find out if it happens in 90 seconds right here on WCHC. Wondering what comes next after high school? At Laurel Oaks Career Campus, you can forge a successful career path. Start as a junior and graduate with opportunities in dental assistance, education, construction, healthcare, exercise science, and more. Earn a career certification and college credit. What comes next is up to you. Open up a world of possibilities and discover your greatness. Go to greatoaks.com to find out more. That's greatoaks.com.
We should go bowl and have the best pizza in Fayette County tonight. Ugh, I don't want to go to 2 places.
Well, we don't have to. The best pizza in Fayette County comes from the local pizzeria, Amori's Pizzeria, just inside Leola Lanes.
Really? No way.
Yes way. Come on in and grab a lane and the best pizza in town. Leola Lanes and Amori's Pizzeria, located right across from the Fayette County Fairgrounds.
Call Leola Lanes at 740-335-2580 to order your pizza today.
This boo-boo tells a story. It's a tale of perseverance, ingenuity, and love. This boo-boo is hundreds of years of science and technology. It's protection in the battle against disease and illness. And while we continue to fight COVID-19, childhood vaccinations are more important than ever. This boo-boo, it's love in its purest form.
All right, we're back here for set number 3 of this varsity contest. Earlier today, the reserves won, Miami Trace that is, 2-1. They lost the first set 25-22, came back with 25-17, 25-12 win. Here in a varsity game, they won the first set very easily, 25-12. Boy, they had to work in the second set. In fact, Greenfield was up 24-23 with Miami Trace getting 3 straight points off serves. Now they win at 26-24. Again, this is best of 5, so if Panthers win this one, we're done for the evening. Greenfield, force number 4. Boy, if you're McClain Tigers right now, you got to be feeling a little dejected. You were 1 point away from at least tying this up, and you end up losing. And instead of being 1-1, now you're down 0-2. That's why every serve is important. All right, set number 3 gets started. Miami Trace will do the honors, and it'll be Mary Piper. We'll get ready to do it as she serves. On the back line, McClain keeps it alive. Ball's in play. Up strong. And once again, Parsons at the net. Unfortunately, hit a little bit too strong, though. Goes out of bounds, 1-0 Greenfield. And I'll bring up Lily Barnes. Carter. Butts Parsons, and she get that one to glance off the wrist of Reagan Weiskup. So we're not up at 1 apiece. Avery Cottrell quickly back out. And let me see, Sarah Dawson in. Served by Gracie Ferguson. Ball batted around. Back line hit. Carter to Kelly. Good hit with the left hand there down the line. Greenfield keeps it alive. Carter butts. Now to Dawson. Oh, good save there by Barnes of Greenfield. Hits with one hand into the net. Boy, don't you just hate that when that happens? Looks like you're going to have a good hit and ball just tails down on you at the last possible second. 2-1, Miami Trace with the lead. And that one comes off the hands and goes out of bounds. That one's off Akins. So Gracie Ferguson with 2 straight serve points here. And set number 3, Miami Trace up 3-1. Soccer's going on tonight out here at Miami Trace. Junior high volleyball. That one's down the line. That goes wide right. Say that 3 times real quick. Ken, you too can be a play-by-play announcer in sports. 3-2 now is your score. Tony with the serve. Good dig by Kelly. Ball's up in the air. Oh, that one hits the net as Weiskup can't quite get the ball to project over the net. So that will bring up Sydney Carter. Carter with the serve. Good save by Piper. There's Butts. Oh, got it just inside the line. Good play by Butts, and that makes it 5-2. Miami Trace with the lead. We mentioned Addison, one of our star of the games last year. start making a little noise here. She might be in the run for again for an honor tonight. We'll see. Because right now I've got about 6 candidates for Miami Trace that probably could win it, David, to be honest with you. 5-3. Akins with the serve. Good hit by Ferguson. Good save by Butts again. Cross court. Here comes McClain. Eckenberger tries to do it. Butts, nice block. Ferguson. Kelly. Ball's batted around. Good save on the back line by Sydney Carter McClain. And gets into the net. And unfortunately, Miami Trace is the one who was in the net. And point will go to McClain, and it's 5-4. There's the serve. Kelly. Ferguson. Good hit. Butts. Right side. Just inside the line. 6-4. Now we've got substitutions now. Again, it'll be Courtney Carter coming in for Kelly. And Lauren Ferens comes in the game as well. She'll come in for Parsons. There's the serve. Unfortunately for Courtney, it's in the net. 6-5. Miami Trace. Miami Trace looking to go 3-1 for the season, and whoever wins between Chillicothe and Courthouse and Jackson Hillsborough, first place tie early in the FAC race. Up in the air. Butts across the net. Here comes Greenfield. Eichenberger, and another nice block there on the line, again by Butts and Ferguson. 7-5, Miami Trace. Substitution again. Avery Cottrell gets come in now. Dawson will go back out. There's the serve. Ball's volleyed again. Once again, here comes the Greenfield. And a long hit by Wright as she got a nice assist there by Barnes, but just put a little bit too much on it. 8-5, Miami Trace leads. Once again, oh, another little nice kill there. Finger kill by Addie Butts there. Addison Butts, I guess. Call her Addie. Hit there by Trace, and comes off the hands of Miami Trace. It comes off one of the arms of McClain off the serve, and that makes it 10-5. So Cottrell feeling pretty good right now. 3 straight serve points. She's doing the old sign that she's very happy the way she's going, and she should, because now she's opened this game up to a 5-point lead in favor of the Lady Panthers. Don't forget, we will have Season 4 of Fayette FYI. It will begin officially the week of September the 11th. We got, I think, 5 shows lined up for September, so it's going to be quite busy. It'll be presented by the Summers Funeral Home and also by Great Oaks Career Campuses. Fayette FYI, what's going on in our community starting the week of September the 11th, season number 4. That one just hit the corner. Unfortunately, it was wide left. So another point picked up by Avery Cottrell. That's 11-5, and, well, I did it again, David. Another jinx. Shouldn't have talked about her serving, should I? People at home are probably saying, Randy, when are you going to learn? Probably never. I'm sorry, it's just a bad habit I've got. Save there by Ferguson. 11-6 score. Greenfield. Good hit there, and goes to my immediate right. Hit out of bounds. Point for McClain. Should have said hi to Courtney, but I think she's probably a little busy right now. So, Katie Cook serving for the McClain Tigers. Carter. Ferguson. Butts. Oh, nice hit there. She barely put anything on it and just barely hit it with her open hand. But it was a point for Miami Trace, and it counts. 12-7. Comes McClain. Good save there by Barnes, trying to keep it alive. Ferguson, and trying to get the hit on the left side was Farron, and couldn't quite get the ball up over the net. So that will give the ball and the point back to McClain. It's 12-8 now. Wright serving for the Lady Tigers. Whoa, a little one-hand push there by Ferguson, but she did a no-no. I think she got her hand in the net, and that's a turnover, and it gives the point to McClain at 12-9. Miami Trace, though, still leading. They're up 2-0 in case you're just tuning in. Long hit on the back line. Cottrell, Carter. Now to Parsons. Here comes McClain. Good dig there by Courtney Carter. Nice hit there by Parsons off the net. Here comes McClain again. Good save by Ferrens. Now the cross-court pass. Oh, good play there. Good lead by Ferguson to Ferrens, and then Greenfield tried to, on the right side, Barnes tried to reciprocate, and unfortunately got into the net. 13-9, yes, the youngster did say the word reciprocate. We're trying to expand our vocabulary, David. I know you're proud of me. Piper with the serve. Cook. Here comes McClain now on the return. Barnes, Miami Trace. Carter, unfortunately, hits it top of the net. Point, Miami Trace, 13-10. You folks haven't listened to me do play-by-play for a while. You know, I believe in having fun. You know? We don't want to take away from the girls, but, you know, you can have a little fun broadcasting the game, watching it. Hope you enjoy it as well. That one's unfortunately hit out, bounced by Miami Trace. And now we're starting to see a little repeat here, David, of set number 2, where Miami Trace had a big lead, and all of a sudden Greenfield got back in the game. And right now it's Lily Barnes. That one just hit the top of the net, and it went over, and Cottrell off her fist goes out. In fact, it rolls down the hallway again, and that makes it now 13-12. So it was 10-5, if I remember correctly, Miami Trace at one time. Barnes. Oh, that one goes wide right. 14-12. Dawson gets ready to re-enter. She'll come in for Avery. Check out Mika Cockrell. Looked at the wrong team there for a second. Hit by Ferguson, and Trace gets the point. Looks like Greenfield might have carried the ball a little bit on the return. 15-12, Miami Trace gets it back. Gracie Ferguson, 4-year player for Coach Mace. Oh, nice play at the net. Nah, that's the way to do it. Good kill there. Of course, Sophie Parsons, 6'2" senior. Ferguson, long hit. Buttercup having a little problems with another good play. Again, it was Parsons and also Courtney Carter. So 2 nice blocks at the net, and all of a sudden Miami Trace bumped the lead back up to 5, 17-12. Ferguson again with a hit. McClain to get it over. Barnes, and another play at the net, but unfortunately Ferguson again around the net area and has a violation, so gives it to Greenfield. So the little run there by the Panthers gets stopped because of the air, and it goes back to Tony of McClain. 17-13 score. And that one is wide left. Now a bounce. Parsons comes out. Butts re-enters. 18-13. Sydney Carter will be serving. Good dig there by Cook. push there by Eichenberry. Comes Trace. Good save there by Barnes. Now they get it across the net. High in the air. Butts to with the hit after the hit by Ferguson. Ball, once again, Ferguson, Dawson, Butts. Yeah, right where they are not. She got it in between three McClain Tiger ladies, and that makes the score 19-13, and Greenfield wants a timeout. We'll take one as well. Trace now 6 away from the sweep here on WCHC.
Hi, my name is Olivia Pryor, and I'm from Fayette County Early Learning Center. We are now currently enrolling for our Head Start, Early Head Start, and Child Care Partnership programs. We have programs for pregnant moms and children from birth to 3, children from 3 to 5, and then we also have an existing Child Care Partnership where we meet with and work with child care programs and serve children from 6 weeks to 3 years old. If you are interested in enrolling, please stop by and see us or give us a call at 740-335-7282, and we hope to hear from you soon.
Well, we're back here at Miami Trace. Panthers are up 19-13. Getting ready to serve will be Sydney Carter again. Dig there. Good hit by Eichenberry. Oh, Butts. Boy, she put something behind that one. But it was a nice save by Barnes. Greenfield keeps the ball in play. Here comes Trace again on the volley. Good play again by Cook. Here comes McClain, and it gets on the outreached hands of Mary Piper. She was going to her right, and it just got by her. And makes it 19-14. Gracie Akins, 4-year returner for the Lady Tigers. Now we'll try to see if she can get a comeback started. But that's not the way to do it when you hit it into the net. Huh? Yeah, I jinxed it again. Now the Tiger fans are mad at me. 20-14. Sorry about that, folks. Ferens is in the game. Piper's out. Serving. Robinson. Here comes McClain again. Carter. Ferguson. Ferens. And gets it over as Weisskopf kind of carried the ball a little bit. So Miami Trace gets the point, 21-14. Robinson again with the serve. Cook. Nice little dunk by Butts again. 22-14. High in the air. Here comes Barnes. Now to Eichenberry. Ferguson. Ferens. Got off the fingertips. Point Miami Trace. Good play there by the freshman. So that makes it 23-14. Miami Trace now 2 points away from winning their FAC opener for the 22-23 season there, David. See what happens. McClain trying to keep the ball alive. To the right side, over to right. Carter. And not able to come up with it cleanly is Cook for McClain. So now it's 24-14. Set and match point, I believe is how you say that. Long hit. Right goes out of bounds. Eichenberry gets it across the net. Butts, little finger dip. But McClain responds. Ball's hit. And that's going to fall in, and that's going to give Greenfield a chance to stay in the game as they pick up the point off the hit out of bounds. 15 for Greenfield, 24, though, for Miami Trace. And that will bring up Hannah Crago, senior. Long serve. Robinson. Ferens. And that didn't go too well, did it? 24-16. Crago again will try to pick up a point for the Lady Tigers. Carter, Ferguson, butts, partially deflected, goes out of bounds, and that's the game. Miami Trace takes it in 3. They win set number 3 and the match. Set number 3, the final score is 25-16. So Miami Trace Varsity wins 25-12, 26-24, 25-16. The reserves win 2-1. So the Panthers with a good evening here to open up FAC play. Well, don't go away. We'll do whatever stats we've got, which is not too many, but we'll also be talking with head varsity coach Doug Mace as well on the star of the game presented by Epifano McDonald's. That's coming up in just a few moments. Stay right here on WCHC.
A new way to healthcare is here. ProMedica Home Health, formerly Heartland Hospice, works on enriching lives one patient at a time. With office locations at 208 North Fayette Street, Washington Courthouse, and in Circleville, ProMedica provides care wherever our patients call home. Our services serve a 7-county Central Ohio area. As a local home health and hospice provider, ProMedica is ready to offer 24 hours a day, 7 days a week service for your healthcare needs. Contact them at 866-498-6456. That's 866-498-6456. ProMedica Home Health, Washington Courthouse in Circleville.
Hello, I'm Tara Ivers from Fayette County Early Learning Center, and we are now enrolling for several of our programs. We have a home-based program that serves pregnant moms through children age 3. We also have a center-based Head Start program that serves children in our program ages 3 to 5. We have a partnership with Fayette County, Highland County, and Clinton County, where we work with child care programs to enroll children 6 weeks to 3 in our center-based program. So please call us at 740-335-7282. We'll help you enroll. Thank you.
Gotten the COVID vaccine.
So have I.
I have too.
The sooner we're all vaccinated,
the sooner we can get back to normal. I'm looking forward to going to live concerts,
sports events,
graduation,
going out with friends.
It's not about me.
It's not about me. It's about protecting the people I care about.
To protect my community. I just want to do my part. Even though I'm young and healthy,
I know it's the right thing to do.
Take your shot.
Protect your family and your friends.
Don't hesitate. Vaccinate.
Now time for the Epifano post-game program featuring coaches' comments and the player of the game announcement. This program is presented by your Epifano McDonald's restaurants, 3 locations in Fayette County and Jamestown. About ready to have Coach Doug Mace join us in just a few moments as we'll get some post-game comments from him, and then we'll announce our star of the game. And again, we have about 4 or 5 young ladies we had to consider. But, boy, I tell you, they keep playing like this. It's going to be hard to do these awards. We'll set you up here on this. There you go, buddy. Doug Mace join us right now. That's why I put the cap on, bud.
That's a good thing.
Got to protect the equipment, you know. Yeah. Doug Mace joined us now, varsity volleyball coach of Miami Trace Panthers. 25-12, 26-24, 25-16 win. Obviously, you go back, that number 2 set really set the tempo or really set the game. You guys were 1 point away from 1-1. Next thing you know, you guys are up 2-0.
Yeah, no, that was this in the second game. They had a couple girls that went back there and just served really, really well. And that's what I think was a big difference in that second game compared to the first game and the third game.
Yeah.
And they did. They just kept us out of rhythm in the second game and made us have to work. But not saying anything against Greenfield either. So McClain's we knew they'd be a pretty nice team.
Yeah.
Honestly, the first game win, I think it was just because they came to our place at home. I don't think it'll be that way when we go to their place. But they had some really nice kids we knew were coming back this year, and it showed it. I'm interested to see how this league plays out this year, because I think there's going to be several teams that are going to have the opportunity to be battling for first place. So the league's going to be pretty tough. I think we're pretty balanced.
I go say, Doug, I'm looking at some of these non-conference games so far, and some of the teams I thought might be just a tad better is getting beat early. But the thing is, you want to play tough non-conference schedule to get ready for the league. Yeah, you got to keep your schedule up. Not only just for league but also for tournament time. You can't you can't afford to have easy wins too often.
Right.
Everybody likes them once in a while, but in our situation, we want to battle for first place in the league, and we also want to try to battle at tournament time and see what we can do there. So, we played Zane Trace here just a few days ago, and they put it to us pretty good there the first game. Then we were able to rebound a little bit and played some decent volleyball there. But that game, I don't know if the girls understand how much that helped us, because tonight when it was a tough game in that second set, we kept our composure and we weathered the storm, so to speak, and we got some good points and good serves there at the end of that second set when we needed it, and I think that was a advantage for us there at the end. We were able to pull out a couple of good plays and a couple of good serves to help us pull that one out. I don't know if you've had a chance to even glance at the stats and stuff like that, but you guys, especially around the net area, you got the tall girls there. You got Parsons, you got Ferguson, you got Butts. You guys do pretty good with the blocks and the kills around that net area. Yeah, we're enjoying our size. We don't get that too often, and no, Sophia's been playing really strong ball for us in the front row, and she's been blocking well and getting her good hits. And then Addison she started for us last year, but then this season, the growth she's had just from last season to this season, she's able to pretty much control everything when she's up there. So having her and Sophia both in the middle for us is a nice anchor, kind of gives us our solid base to build around. And then, when you have Gracie and Courtney and Kinley and Lauren up there with them and Sarah, those girls now, they're not on an island. We're able to do double and triple blocks a little bit better, and then Gracie does a good job of spreading the ball around all the different hitters. So, yeah, that's pretty nice for us. We don't get that too often every year, and so we're very happy with that. I was going to say, I thought McKinley Kelly, that's one of the best games I've seen her play. Oh, I would have to put that one down as probably the overall match. I'd say, yeah, that was probably one of her best times out, and she did a very good job tonight, and she was excited about it, and she was thinking positively, and that's big for her, and really happy to see her have. She's been borderline pretty close, and tonight finally she just went out the whole match, every opportunity that she had, and did some good things. So no, we're really happy with that. All right, well now you come right back Hillsboro on Thursday night, and then you got a little time off. I think we got East Clinton then on Saturday. That's right, I forgot. You got, and then we get right back in it next week. So. But then that following weekend, I think, is homecoming weekend, so we'll get a little bit of break there, and which will be good. We'll let the kids kind of get out of the gym and have some of their own free time there to enjoy being a student here at Miami Trace and enjoy the homecoming, and then we'll get them right back in the gym after that. That's been such a long time since I've been a student. I forget what it's like to enjoy it. Yeah, well, I'm not that far behind you there, so. Well, hopefully the kids will do well over the next couple of games. We'll be back a week Thursday night against Logan Elm when you guys play them. Okay? That'll be good. That should be a good match. Thanks, Doug. Appreciate it. Thanks for having us. All right. Doug Mace, the varsity volleyball coach at Miami Trace. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll announce our star of the game right here on WCHC.
The Bengals are back at your Epifana McDonald's in Fayette County and Jamestown. You can choose your favorite breakfast sandwich, either bacon, egg, and cheese, steak, egg, and cheese, sausage, egg, and cheese, Try out these delicious breakfast sandwiches backed by popular demand. The bagels are back at your Epifana McDonald's restaurants. 3 locations in Fayette County and in Jamestown. McDonald's. I'm loving it.
All right, we're back here at Miami Trace. Things are starting to wind down here a little bit. It's time for our Epifana McDonald's Star of the Game, presented, of course, by your Epifana McDonald's. We've kind of gone back and forth, Dave and I. We got down to about 2 or 3 candidates and kind of gone back and forth. We leaned one way, then back to the other way, and this way. So, but I think, Coach Mace mentioned it. The play of McKinley Kelly tonight definitely was one of her best games. So she's going to be our McDonald's Star of the Game, and we'll be talking with her on a future McDonald's sports show. So congratulations to McKinley for winning that award. So far we have A.J. Daltonmeyer from football, so we got 2 named. We're going to take a break. When we come back on Thursday, the September 8th, we'll just add on to our Stars of the Game. Again, the Miami Trace Reserves win tonight 2-1. Varsity sweeps it 3-0. For Dave and Maya Woolever, I'm Randy Young, I guess. At least that's what they told me when I came in the door. Everybody says hi, Randy. So we're going to take a little break. The staff here for the Labor Day weekend. We'll be back a week from Thursday back here at Miami Trace when the Panthers play host to the Logan Elm Braves. So if we don't get a chance to talk to you before, have a good, safe weekend, everyone. We'll catch you then. You're watching Fayette County Youth Sports here on WCHC.